welcome you back to Sandy, Utah. For the countries that are just joining us for the main events of the evening, we welcome you to Sandy, Utah. I'm the Colonel Bob Sheridan. Working with me is Al Bernstein and Joe Macy, along with Benny Ricciardo. You're going to get to see an interesting guy. This guy is called Marc the Defender because he's a lawyer by trade. He'll be taking on Trevor Pasha, who's an interesting guy as well. This is Trevor Pasha. He came here. I asked him who his trainer was tonight. He said, well, Corey Williams, my trainer, but he didn't show up. And he said, so I just came along. He said, but I'm doing, listen to this for a quote. He says, I'm doing what so many people would love to do, and that's beat the new, you know what, of a lawyer.
I guess lawyers have taken a beating in the court of public opinion to some degree.
Well, if he can do it, Al, more power to Pasha. He's a colorful guy. He's a guy who came up to the tough men contest, had a few professional mixed martial arts fights, but guy has got a decent jab, so he tells me. And at one time, he was 265 pounds, as big as that. And he decided to get into boxing just to train and get his body in shape. Look at that body coming in at 195 pounds. So more power to Trevor Pasha. He's a fighter, he's a warrior, mixed martial artist, tough men contest. And he's fighting a lawyer tonight and representing all of those people out there who do not like their lawyer.
Well, Marc Saggese, we should point out, a delightful guy. And he is a criminal attorney.
And a high-profile one.
Yes, who took up the sport very late. You see those 2 wins he's got. He will admit he's a work in progress in terms of what he's doing.
Yeah, but you know, when you talk about his personality, it's working him in the courtroom. He had that very high-profile Sandy Murphy case, taking on the Binion family with all kinds of power in Las Vegas. And as a matter of fact, he won. Sandy Binion got out of prison. He did the job. And he's got a couple of more high-profile cases right now. But the case at hand tonight for Marc, as he comes over and says hello to us, is to be able to handle Trevor Pasha. As a fighter, Al, he knows what he has to do. Joe, how about it for a guy without a lot of experience turning pro very, very late in his career, at his age?
34 years of age, a great, great career, and he's realistic in his goals. Doesn't know if he's ever going to become world champion, but he does to stay fit, stay in shape, and I'll tell you, he's a marketable guy, good-looking guy with a career, and it didn't look too bad the last time Al and I saw him.
Well, the last time out, he had a knockout victory over a guy up in North Dakota named Paul Farrell. That's all academic right now because now he has to face Trevor Pasha. Let's get it started with Joe Martinez.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our next attraction this evening, 4 rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Your 3 judges scoring at ringside on the 10-point must system are Larry Fulmer, Lynn Moore, and John Tuero. When the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Cody Fulmer. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing black, trimmed in red, he weighed in officially 195 pounds. Tonight, in his 3rd professional bout, he seeks his first professional victory. Joining us from Denver, Colorado, here is Trevor Pasha. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. Wears blue, trimmed in white, and weighed in officially 192 1/2 ready pounds. As a professional, he enters the ring tonight perfect in his career. 2 victories in 2 tries, both wins coming by way of knockout from Las Vegas, Nevada. Here is the undefeated Marc the Defender Saggese.
All right, referee Cody Fulmer pulls him in. We're up to our ears and Fulmers tonight. Cody Fulmer, Larry Fulmer, John Fulmer, Kurt Fulmer,
Okay,
Fulmer,
you had the
Doug
instructions
Fulmer.
in the corner.
All
or in
related
the
to
back.
Don and Gene.
Any questions out of here? Any questions here? Okay, touch them up. Good luck.
All right, we're going to take a look at the tail of the tape. As you saw, the good-looking Marc Saggese, the lawyer who doesn't have to fight but absolutely loves to fight. The tail of the tape shows Pasha an inch taller, 2.5 pounds heavier. Their age is the same at 34, and a slight reach advantage in favor of Pasha. So Pasha said he wants to beat up the lawyer to represent all the people. The great defense attorney Marc Saggese is set to go, and we're ready for the start of this fight. Let's see how it goes. Pasha should pressure this guy from the get-go. If he's a tough man mixed martial artist, he ought to attack him right away. Saggese with the head down, he makes a few technical mistakes right away, but he loves to fight, Al.
Yeah, and Steve Rowlands, his trainer, is a very good trainer, doing the best job he can. And Marc's got some power, you see it there with the right hand.
Break!
Pasha tries to put the pressure on him. Oh, look at that! Saggese loads up a right hand, catches him, tries to chop down with sort of a backhander. He hasn't got the technique, but what he lacks in technique, Steve Owens will tell you, he certainly has it in heart, both in the ring and in the courtroom. Oh, right hand man! Oh, right hand! And he drops him! Pasha goes down! The count's up to 4, and 5. Will Pasha be able to continue? It's 7. He's up.
Okay?
I don't think he's okay. It's all over. It's a first round technical knockout victory for the punching defender, Marc Saggese. His 3rd knockout victory. How about that to start a professional career for a guy that doesn't look to be a great pro fighter?
Well, you know, for all the technical deficiencies, the thing that makes Marc Saggese competitive against these kind of fighters, especially, is he does have power in that right hand, and he can hurt people. And we saw evidence of it, Joe.
Not the most technically sound, but he does have power. And I was thinking, you know, he needs to just kind of come out and settle down. But then again, you know, that's what makes it, that's kind of what makes it exciting, you know, because then he comes out, he is aggressive, he does get hit and he answers back. So that's kind of what makes Marc Saggese so exciting.
You're right. On the one hand, you want to see him settle down for a moment or two, at least in the fight, and yet this is what it's all about.
I said to Steve Owens, where do you go with this guy? He says, I just keep going as far as I can with him. He knows his ability.
I gave an 8 count.
Well, you know, Marc Saggese clearly, while there are technical issues, you see the power in that right hand. That's what he's been able to do against the certainly lower level opponents right now, but nevertheless, guys that he's able to hurt with the right hand.
You know, I had another thought here, Al. If you were as good looking as Baby Joe and I was as good looking as Saggese, we could start our careers all over again. Couple of good looking guys.
I'm mulling that over.
Yeah, think about that. All right, Joe, let's make it official. Here's Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 40 seconds of round number 1. Referee Cody Fulmer steps in and calls a halt to the bout for your winner by TKO victory and still undefeated, Marc the Defender Saggese.
All right, Benny Ricardo's in the ring. We certainly want to hear from Marc Saggese. So go ahead, Benny, take it.
Colonel, thank you, Colonel. There's a couple of 2 ugly guys and 1 good-looking guy back there at ringside that were doing the commentate, talking about the fact that here was a guy that had the absolutely most enviable position of all, to actually take a shot, punch, a turn, and a tourney as hard as he could. And look what happened.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why people hate attorneys, huh?
Obviously, that's a wicked right hand right there. Tell me about your preparation for this. I mean, Steve's been training you, and now this is 2 consecutive 1-round wins for you. I mean, how you feeling? 3 consecutive 1 rounds. Stand corrected. I should know. I'm with an attorney. They got all the facts.
I work very hard. I fit it in with my schedule. My trainer, Steve Rollins, makes me run this mountain that's at 9,000 feet. I run that for 5 miles. So condition is there. I was ready to go as long as I had to go. But he also teaches me form, so I'm in and out quick, apparently, the last 3 fights.
And what's got to be fascinating to everybody and interesting is the schedule you keep as an attorney. I mean, just give me a little glimpse of the schedule you keep as an attorney.
Well, I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm in court at 7:30 in the morning. I get home about 6:30. I grab some quick protein shake and I meet Steve at the gym around 7:30 or 8. We go to about 9:30, and then I eat a late night dinner and go to bed. I do that for 8 weeks straight.
Now, he's also a judge, by the way, not just an attorney, but also a judge. So a very complete career. Congratulations, Marc Saggese. Back to you, Colonel.
All right, thank you, Benny. I want to get a final comment from you, Joe. Not so much of what you saw tonight. I'll get that from Al, but I want to know about your career, what you saw tonight that could relate to you.
Well, look, I've seen a lot of promising heavyweights. David Tua is back. Roman Greenberg is ready to make his move. I'm also ready in my comeback to make my move. It's great to see these guys like David Tua, myself, on the comeback. But when I recover from this little back injury, expect to see me on shows like this looking as impressive as I ever have. And hopefully I can get these victories kind of like Greenberg and Tua did tonight and get back into the top 10.
And Al Bernstein, a final comment from you.
Quick comment is that cruiserweight fights are always great, and Jeremy Williams and Gary Gomez gave us another one.
All right, so that's the story for our executive producer of Pinnacle Fight Night has been Rich Danner, and our promoter as well, This fight was produced by 21 Lakes and distributed by Doug Jacobs of Integrated Sports. Our director tonight was Michael Odino. I want to thank our statistician Bobby Traeger from Full Court Press, and of course Kerry Redmond, who helped us out from Quicksilver Boxing. Thanks one and all. Thank you people so much for being with us. For Al Bernstein, Joe Macy, and Benny Ricardo, and the entire staff at 21 Lakes and Pinnacle Fight Night, I'm the Colonel Bob Sheridan saying thanks for being with us. Good night everybody. So long from Sandy, Utah.